Good morning, Year 4, and welcome to your Thursday English lesson. So today you are going to be planning a diary entry, which is a form of recount, so something that's already happened, and you're going to be planning that today. So first things first, I'm going to show you your date and Walt. So that's no good me doing that. I have to keep doing that. Share the screen. Okay, so you're going to be planning a diary entry, all right, as if you were Leela today. So I'm just going to put the date and Walt up for you. So if you can pause the video and do your diary, your date and Walt. All right, fantastic. So today you're going to be able to understand what you need to include in your recount text. You're going to be able to imagine a character's point of view, and you're going to use a structure for a diary entry. Now, as with any piece of writing that you do, you will have success criteria to look at tomorrow. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open them as well and show you them today. So I will open those as well. So first things first then. It's disappeared. So first things first. So 5 a day. Nice and easy today. Now, I'm not going to be able to mark this today because it's write 3 adjectives. So that could be any adjective in the world. There's no way I can name all of them. 3 nouns, a fronted adverbial, 3 determiners, and 3 prepositions. All right. So you need to pause and do that now. You can print it or copy it straight into your book. And then we're going to move on. So looking at this, can you read through the text? You can take time to read through it by yourself. It says, "Dear Diary, what a beautiful day it's been. Right now, the deep green jungle is looking so inviting. I wish I could go and browse the tasty leaves with frangipani. On a clear day like this, we could even see Mount Merapi in the distance with its plume of smoke spiralling into the sky." 4 p.m. You'd think being a royal white elephant would be a doddle, wouldn't you? This afternoon, Chulak paraded me through the streets and past Leela and Lalchan's workshop. Leela waved at us, but she was looking furious about something. We were on our way to Lord Parakeet's mansion to stay for a week. Those poor nobles the king sends me to stay with always end up bankrupt because of all the ridiculous things that they have to buy for me. Gold leaf on my tusks, silk sheets, they're just not my style. So who was writing that then? That's right, it was Hamlet, and it's a diary entry. So you can see here, it's Wednesday, and it starts, "Dear Diary," just like a letter would, it has a comma after it. So it's quite informal, quite chatty, and you can see further down, humph, all right? So you can use a more chatty, informal style in your diary entry. So the features of a diary, you would see some dates or times. Okay, it might not be precise, so it might say yesterday or in the afternoon, not at 4 p.m. on Tuesday the 22nd of, we're not that precise. Words relating to time, so conjunctions, adverbs, prepositions, so yesterday, after, before, next, in relation to, behind. It's all first person as well. I, me, mine, we, ours. You're writing it, so it's person, first person, it's personal. There's emotions and feelings in there about how things make you feel. Generally written in a chronological order. You don't start with what you did at the end of the day and then move to what you did at the beginning of the day. There's a bit of an introduction to set the scene for what you're going to write about. And it's in the past tense for the main events, because you would sit down at the end of the day and you would write your diary entry about things that have happened during that day, not things that are going to happen. So let's have a look at these things that it has in common. So you can see on the screen now, it does a date and or time. All right, you don't have to have both. You can see that it's written in the first person. I, me. Introduction to set the scene. So a little bit about where Hamlet was. In a chronological order, so you can see this afternoon, all right? So it starts off just saying what kind of day they've had, and then it talks about the afternoon. Personal feelings and emotions. Words relating to time. So right now, on a clear day like this afternoon. So imagine you were Leela then, and you've just found out about Chulak and her father's conversation. Do you think Leela and Chulak will have the same thoughts and memories of that day? Do you think they would be feeling the same way? So you're going to think about the conversation between Leela and Chulak from yesterday's story, from chapter 2. Think about, if you were Leela, how you would have felt knowing that Lal Chand gave the secrets to Chulak, but not her. How did she feel when Chulak told her what to do? How she felt when she wrote that note to her father, and how she might have been feeling when she packed her bags ready to leave. Now, what I want you to do is think about the different emotions, all right? So think about the emotions about Leela. So how was she feeling? Was she feeling angry? So that needs to come across in your diary entry. Was she feeling sad? What was making her feel sad? How might she write her diary entry? So what you're going to do is, the resources are all on the PowerPoint as well. So you're going to plan your diary entry. Imagine you've sat down at the end of the day. You've had that conversation with Chulak. You've packed your bag. You've left your note for your dad. You've run off. You've gone into the jungle. You've sat down to rest. At the end of the day, what are you feeling? All right. So you can see in here that I have put the planning sheet for Africa, planning sheet for the other groups. They are there. You can just print them off, or you can access them in the folder. And then I would like you to fill them in. So Africa, yours is just slightly different. How are you going to start it? Dear diary, hi. Oh, what a day I've had. So how are you going to start it? How do you feel about the conversation you've had with Chulak? So how are you feeling? All right, you should have quite a bit of detail in there. All right, so different emotion words, different feeling words, how you reacted to it. I can't believe it. Oh, you'll never guess what happened to me today. Things like that. How do you know feeling that Lal Chand was keeping secrets from you? Again, lots of feeling words, lots of emotions, and other phrases that you might use. I can't believe that my dad told Chulak the secrets to becoming a firework maker. How dare he? I'm a really good firework maker. I've made crackling, tumbling demons. I've made shimmering coins. And yet he can't tell me the final secrets. Well, I'll show him. So you're thinking aloud, as it were. And then anything extra that you might put in there. Then the other groups, just there's a little bit more that I want you to plan. So at the end, it says, what are you feeling about what is to come on the journey? All right. So that's that extra section. How are you feeling about your journey to Mount Merapi? All right, to the Fire Fiend's Grotto. So those, you should have a clear distinction. All right. So you're going to be upset at the conversation with Chulak. You're going, well, furious when you're talking to Chulak. You're going to be upset when you're packing your bags and angry. And then there might be this feeling of trepidation, a feeling of unease, like in Beowulf, not knowing what's to come. And that you need to see that in your plan. You need to see that change. Now, the success criteria, again, they're both on the same document. Apart from the usual grammar-y things that we're asking you to do with your hand and your handwriting, you've got to write based on Leela's experiences. Shorter paragraphs. It's not a long writing task. You write in the first person, so you should be referring to yourself as me, I, my. You're going to talk about those things that happened in chronological order. So your conversation with Chulak, to pack in your bags, to write in the note for your father, to get into the jungle, and then what's to come. Time conjunctions, adverbs relating to time. So yesterday, this morning, this afternoon, prepositions. I can set your workout in the appropriate way. So set it out as a diary entry. And I can alter my writing to suit the style. So it's informal. It doesn't have to be. Think about if you were writing your own diary. You might have some text type talk in there. You might have shortened words. It might be a bit what you might term slangy. Okay, so you're using slang language, so you're not using formal written English. All right, it's got a really informal style to it. So I would really like you to plan your writing today, and then we can have a look at it, and then tomorrow you're going to write your actual diary entry. Okay, so take care, good luck with your plan, and look forward to seeing them. All right, bye-bye.